Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to do a reading on your new love's energy versus your past love's energy. So for the new person, keep in mind this could be somebody you just met. It could be somebody you're about to meet. So this will give you a general idea of just their energy, and you can kind of compare it to the past person's energy. I usually kind of take a look on whether I think the past person is planning on coming back or not. We're going to clarify all of these cards to get a better picture, but let's talk about the initial reading first. Also, thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. They're all free and they help the channel out, and it's a great way to participate. So, all right, so new person. Your new person has some interesting energy. We have happy squirrel here in the center. So I think they're probably a naturally happy person, almost like I would say vivacious if you're talking about a woman, or gregarious if you're talking about a man. But they're definitely just probably naturally happy, but they have a lot going on here. They have this 10 of Wands, this immense burden that they're carrying. And because of that, it feels like, because they're so overloaded, and it may just be overloaded with responsibilities, that type of thing, but they have a lot going on, or a lot on their shoulders. And you can see over here in the Four of Pentacles, this is an energy of holding on for dear life, grasping onto what you've already have. It could be even an energy of blocking things, and we will look to see if they're blocking things with you when we pull clarifiers. But this Four of Pentacles, this is the only card where he's standing on two of the Pentacles, and you can see that's like, you know, he's like, oh, crap. And all of the little houses around him are like, oh, what is he doing? Is he okay? Is he going to fall over? So this person has got a lot going on, and it's really maybe potentially hindering their happiness. But I have the feeling that they don't show that. I bet you if you see them on a regular basis, they always seem really upbeat, really happy. They just seem like there's nothing going on in their world, when really they're super overwhelmed. Let's take a look here, though. 10 of Wands. Can we clarify the 10 of Wands for the new person? Knight of Swords. Let's get one more. Oops, flying card. Knight of Swords and the Empress. So this person feels like somebody who, they're burdened. And like anybody who's burdened, they probably want to run away. You know, how you just get so much going on and so many responsibilities or so many catastrophes that you're like, I would just love to run away and get the heck out of here. But this person is an empress underneath of it all. They are not going to run anywhere. They're going to take care of business. They are really this happy squirrel. They are probably a pretty amazing person, really. They just have a lot of things happening right now. Four of Pentacles, let's clarify that. Death in the reverse. So they are holding on to something. What are they holding on to? They're holding on to something for dear life. Seven of Swords. They're holding on to an illusion, a lie, a deception. They don't want to let go of something. It's like they're fooling themselves. Give me one more. Oh, so they may be attached to someone or something that they had a long-term relationship with, even a marriage. It's almost like they're deluding themselves that it's not going to end, or that it didn't end. They're lying to themselves effectively. They may actually be causing all of their burdens because of this willingness to hold on to something, to not let it die, to fool themselves. So if you just met them, and they could be somebody who's like separated from their spouse, and they're still telling themselves, oh, we're going to get back together. So maybe they're putting you off, kind of a thing, because they really think, as the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles, they're going to get their family back together probably, and this is weighing heavily on their mind. If they haven't told you yet that they have some kind of other situation going on, that they're really underneath the hood trying to, hold on to, basically, they may be presenting this happy squirrel face. Like, everything's great. There's no problems. This is awesome. That's probably not the truth. They're struggling a lot. It could even be, if they are showing romantic interest in you, they may be torn because they really do want to hold on to their past relationship. Like I said, if it's a separation, they may be convincing themselves that they can patch it up kind of a thing, but they're not really telling you that. There's potentially some secrecy here. So take that for what it is and apply it to your situation. Let's go happy squirrel. Clarify happy squirrel. This is somebody who's really focused on their future, what they can do to change things. I think with this burden and everything, they're still thinking like, where am I going to move to? How am I going to make this happen? What does my future look like? They are an empress, I mean, for sure. And as much as they want to run away from things, they're still putting their best foot forward and planning and thinking about what's next. And even though they may want to hold on to this past situation that they're doing a little self-fooling on, they may not. They may eventually just move forward. Give me one more on Happy Squirrel, Three of Wands. Yeah. Three of Wands, Six of Swords. I think that they're going to stop fooling themselves here eventually. I mean, an empress is nobody's dummy. That think they're going to eventually realize that there's no salvaging this. They have to let this go. They have to let this go to move on, to move forward. So if you're wondering if you should wait for this person, there is potential here that they will let their previous situation fully close out. They just haven't done it yet. They are still holding on to it, be it just a long-term relationship, be it a marriage, what have you. There's something in them that really wants to, keep that person or that situation together or get back together. But they will, for their happiness, they're going to want to move forward here eventually. So let's look at your past person. Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who has a very strong energy of wanting to move forward, to make some major changes, whether that's just moving on with their life from you or coming back to you. We'll look into that further. But they definitely have this bold energy of let's make something happen. Let's change the course of history. But then we've got this Two of Pentacles. They don't know how to do that. It's like back and forth. They're of two minds. The one pentacle, oh, I could do this. The other pentacle, oh, I could do this, kind of a thing. So even though they have the energy of wanting to make major changes, they are indecisive about it, or they are confused as to what the next step is. Let's clarify. What do they want to... Do they want to move towards the viewer? Chariot. Do they want to move towards the viewer? Devil. One more. Chariot, Devil. Lovers. Yeah, they feel pretty bound to you. They almost feel like this is a soulmate connection. It's almost like it's a very powerful connection. It might not be wholly positive, however, with the devil there, but they definitely feel bound to you. They want to come back in. They almost feel like this is destined, I think. A lot of love here, probably a lot of lust here, but also some negative undertones that may not be good. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they think if they can come in romantically, they want to change fortune in this situation by coming in romantically or potentially coming in and making amends for something. Because the Knight of Cups can be romantic or it can be somebody who wants to make things right. Two of Pentacles, why the back and forth, the indecision, the in and out. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune again. It feels like no matter how indecisive they are, this is like destined to have a new start. Or they feel it's destined to have a new start. That's almost what's compelling them. Almost obsessively compelling them to make movement. Are they themselves indecisive though? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, Chariot in reverse. So deep down underneath everything, even though there's this energy of wanting to move, almost a compulsive energy of wanting to move, wanting to get this new start that feels destined, they haven't done it yet. And maybe it is destined. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune twice. And we have this feeling of this very strong connection between the two of you with the Lovers and the Devil. So this could be just on their side, however. So if there's, for some of you, like that feeling of unrequited love with the past person, they are still very much invested in you and very in love with you. It does almost feel like there's some destined movement, though. Even though this person is holding back from that currently, it's going to happen eventually, is what it sounds like it's saying. Is movement bound to happen eventually? Two of Cups tried to come out. That's another soulmate card. So this could be somebody you do have a very strong soul connection with. It's almost like destined that it has to move forward, or it will move forward eventually, or they will at least come back towards you eventually. You may feel it too with the Devil and the Lovers there, and with the Two of Cups. How does a viewer feel about the past person? How does a viewer feel about the past person? Moon. You may have deep feelings that you hide from them. You could potentially feel like they deceived you. Give me one more. How does the viewer feel about the past person? How does the viewer feel about the past person? Tower. You may feel like they have some things that they were deceptive about that they need to be honest about. They need to bring clarity about. If they were to come back towards you, there can be no more secrets. All has to be revealed. And that may be tough for this person to do. That may be also why they're indecisive and they're not moving forward, because they know that they have to be honest. They have to bring clarity to whatever has gone on that's unseen or secretive or deceptive, that type of a thing. That Devil energy, I can't imagine they don't have some toxic component to them, even if it's just that they're obsessed with you kind of a thing. So Strength on the bottom, that's interesting, but Strength is the card that is overcoming the Devil. So if there's toxicity, they may be trying to overcome it in order to move forward. So that's what I have for your new person versus your past person. So you have somebody with potential that is struggling with some past ties, and you have somebody from your past who very much wants to move forward with you. There seems to be a very strong connection here, but they are holding back on changing fortune, making a major change to make this happen. And it feels like you feel like they have some confessing to do, or some air clearing to do at the very least. So let's get a wisdom card for you. These are from Louise Hay, and these are just kind of like general life kind of oracle messages, not necessarily for this particular reading, just for you. If good comes into my life and I deny it by saying I don't believe it, I literally push my good away. And the other side is I dwell on positive thoughts. So this is encouraging you to think positively, glass half full. Don't focus on the negative. Don't be like, oh, this great person has come in, but I don't believe that, they would want me, or this could go somewhere. And with the energy of the current person, it does feel like it is a challenge, but it doesn't mean it's impossible, right? So you really shouldn't say I don't believe it, but always, as I would say, be cautious, ask a lot of questions. You don't have to be guarded necessarily, but be cautious. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helps, and I will see you next time.